Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
And my name is Mel.
Real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single week except for the week of Thanksgiving and the week between Christmas and New Year's. But other than that, for the most part, and July.
I was like Angela.
Other than that, we be here every week.
And spring break.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just got to drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
It's not.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
We be here every week. And we be talking to y'all about whatever the heck we want to talk about, okay? Welcome. We want to thank our sponsors.
We sure do. Uncommon Goods, Factor, and Better Help.
It is amazing to me that every week I'm able to fill that gap of whatever we want to talk about with something.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I low-key be very amazed. Yeah, I'd be very amazed that I'm able to fill that every week because I never know what I'm going to say. It just comes out. All right. We start this podcast with the segment we like to call Long Story Short. We were not here last week, as I've said, because we did Thanksgiving. Couple things. Melanie and I have officially ascended into adulthood because this Thanksgiving meal was very good.
Oh, well, okay.
It was.
It absolutely was. I was going to say we did two Thanksgiving
But
meals.
we did two Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was the original plan. Us, Mel's, or the Goosebys, Kev's cousin, Rebecca, and her girlfriend, and Tony Baker and Sincere were going to come over. I was like, oh my God, I'm really nervous about Tony coming over because he's vegan. And I know vegans eat food. I'm fully aware that
They
vegans
don't starve.
eat food.
They eat.
But for some reason, making vegan food stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like,
It would stress me out, too. I've never made any, and I don't want to.
I would.
Because also, I don't know how it's supposed to taste, and I've also never tasted it. And so it's like, I would eat it and think it's gross, and then you may eat it and think it's good because that's what you eat as a vegan. And now I've insulted the food that I made for you.
I was very stressed. I found this soulful vegan woman on YouTube.
Soulful vegan.
Yeah, she does. Hi, Kevin.
What's up?
Yeah. Yes. Wait, are you about to make? I haven't given it to Mel. You want me to just
Kevin
do it now? Come on in
interrupted
here.
our podcast
Kevin-
to ask about some
Kevin
cookies.
is here.
Have you done
Let me just go to this.
I wanted to have one from last night, but I fell asleep.
Okay, so let me just do this. So so listen. December is done. Okay, Happy New Year. Happy 2025,
November.
26.
Wait,
December. Yes, I know it's only the second. This month is done. I'm going to tell you why. When the first of the month comes on a Sunday,
Oh my
the
gosh.
weeks fit into nice
I don't
boxes.
like that. I don't like it.
I like it. Courtney doesn't like it
I
either.
hate it.
Oh my God, I love
And
it
you get a
so
Friday
much.
the 13th.
No.
We do get a Friday
Every
the
time.
13th.
Every time there's
I
a
don't like
first
that
on
kind
a
of
Sunday.
alignment.
I
No.
love it. Everything is so like nice and neat, and like the first week is the first week and it ends on the 7th. And then the second week is the second week and it ends on the 15th. Like that works so great in my brain. Like I just love that structure. The problem is that when it works that way, every Sunday is a new week.
And that's lame. I don't.
Yes.
That doesn't feel like pressure.
No, it makes the month go fast because if the first started on Wednesday, I feel like the first week feels like a week and a half.
Oh.
You done snuck 3 days.
Because you snuck 3 days
snuck
of
3
the
days.
last month
Oh, I
on the
see, I
same
see.
week, and then the first full week is really the next week, even though
And you
So
pay your mortgage or your rent on the first.
But it just feels like pressure. Like, look at God making this all fit. So you better be productive for the whole week, the whole month. Everything is supposed to work. No, I like a little chaos. Throw it off so that when I'm thrown off, then I can blame it on the fact that the first was on the third.
Yes.
Everybody's clear. I
Yeah.
don't like this.
I like it. When I met Mary Thomas was Sunday is the first, so the following Sunday is going to be the did I say 15th? But the 8th, but it'll be the 8th.
Wait,
and then
so-
the following will be the 15th. So anyway,
I
this
was
is
like,
what happened.
Okay.
So this is what happened. I was at my house yesterday and I was like, oh my God, this month is over. Happy New Year. And I haven't done Mel's MFG mug.
Oh.
I need to do Mel's MFG mug. Okay. But I already know how to do mugs. I've done 50 of them. I know how to do mugs. I actually need to practice this other technique because I still need to make my personalized cake boards. I can make Mel's theme with this new technique. Plus, also, I want to make cookies. So I made homemade cookies.
That sounds amazing.
From scratch.
From
It
scratch.
sounds amazing. I wish I was in the house to smell it.
And I made Mel's. Oh, I broke this thing so many times.
Jesus.
And I made Mel.
This is so amazing.
Look at it, Mel.
Good.
They smell amazing.
This is amazing.
Turn it to the camera.
Oh, sorry.
So for those of you that can't see, maybe turn it down so the glare. There.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. It's textured. It's textured gold vinyl. Textured gold. And it says mother effing goose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a cookie jar with homemade chocolate
perfect.
chunk cookies.
It's perfect.
Double chocolate chunk.
And I'm so excited about it,
I
okay?
do too. It's lovely.
Wait, let me see what's wrong. Let me see. This thing's not. This is all I wanted. God bless you.
Obviously.
I told Isaiah last night.
Why did you take two?
You're not going to eat all these.
I told Isaiah.
My children
No,
will.
nobody will think it's
Greg likes them, though.
This is beautiful.
I told
you
Isaiah last
very
night that my
much.
grandkids are going to think I make the best chocolate chip cookies in all of ever because this little white girl, her name is, I don't remember, but I tagged her. It's like Broma Baker or something. Don't get me to lion trap, but she tagged in my Instagram. If you want to make a homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe,
Use hers.
absolutely 100% use hers. Absolutely. Don't they smell amazing?
They do smell good.
Doesn't it smell like Christmas?
Do you have
Doesn't it
sprinkles of
smell
salt
like
on it?
Yes. I bought little.
She said, "Oh."
I bought little flaky salt,
Oh.
and I was doing this.
sounds
It was
good.
very Salt Bay.
Salt Bay. No, it smells great. I love the ornament.
Yeah, it's a Christmas ornament.
I know, it's great. McKinley is going to try to read that later. I'm going to have to tell her, don't. She's gonna
So
be like,
it's a cookie
Mother?
chart.
Mom? Mom, can I say that? No. This is great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I had a blast. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now, though. Of all of the Cricut stuff that I've done, this is the hardest.
Was it?
Yes, it took me probably an entire sheet of red vinyl because it was originally supposed to be red vinyl to mess up.
Oh.
One thing of gold is also messed up, and then this one
Oh. That's
because
great.
it was a brand new process.
Yes, but now you've learned it.
But now I think I got it. I'm gonna see, but I think I got it now. I was very excited. I was like, you guys have no idea how excited I was when I finally figured this out. Don't look too close because you see how the O's are different.
Yeah.
I'm
Nobody
still
cares about
learning the
that.
weading.
Absolutely.
I'm still
It's
learning the
fine.
weeding
It's
part.
fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm happy you like it.
I love it. Thank you very much for this.
Okay, I don't remember what else we were talking. Yes, it was the transfer paper thing. Child. Anyway, I think I figured it out. I'm gonna try it again when I do my little but all of that to say I had a blast yesterday. I also have English. I'm gonna make English muffins for the boys.
Oh.
So that's in my refrigerator right now. I'm gonna finish that video today.
Literally English muffins? That's great.
Because I want to make, instead of cooking breakfast for them, I want to pre-make the sandwiches.
Oh, I see.
And wrap them up. But I felt like it was a good idea if I made the dough from scratch. So I did all that yesterday. This is why I'm like, the month is over.
Yeah. Take us there. Why?
Because I was like, I had all of these things I had to do, and I had to do them all yesterday because tomorrow is January 1st. Like, well, I don't understand.
I don't either. I got lost in that explanation, but I'm going to go with
January 1st is already here.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Anyway, the point is we ended up doing vegan Thanksgiving with Tab, and it was very good. We had the entire dinner was vegan.
It was, and it was good.
It was very good.
It was amazing. I enjoyed all of the food.
So, yes, we had vegan food. I was going to make vegan food for Tony. I called Tab like, hey, girl, so listen, I'm going to need you to tell me some recipes. She was like, we should just have our first Thanksgiving together. And I was like, Bet. So we'll all be there. It'll be all of these people plus my family. You cool with that? Yes, you're cool. Okay, great. We will be there. So we ended up doing that. We had a great time. And yeah.
It was great. The food was great. The fun was good. The music was good. And then we cooked more food at your house.
Yes. Mel made these scallop potatoes.
Oh, Joe.
Scallop.
Yeah.
What were they? Scallop bacon potato, like what?
Oh, it was a bacon in there. I don't really know why, but it was your son's recipe that he wanted made, and it was great. It was amazing.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so very good. Very, very. It was very, very good. So anyway, yeah, we're grown-ups.
We're grown-ups. And then I did an influencer thing. Well, kind of. I mean, it was, but it was fine. Hulu, the Onyx Collective, invited me and Greg came because I get a +1 to the hockey game, to the LA Kings hockey game, and to be in their like suite, which was really, really fun. I haven't been to a hockey game since I worked for the Atlanta Thrashers and Hawks in Atlanta. Well, that's why I said Atlanta. And hockey games, listen, if you haven't been to a hockey game, I like really encourage you to go. The one we went to, it was boring. But when I used to work for the Thrashers and I used to go to the games, hockey games are so much fun because they fight. Okay, and it's like one of the only sports I know of where it's okay to fight. And the music people, they play the fighting music, and the teams, everybody screams.
Why is basketball giving the thug and football when they're literally...
I know, when in hockey it's like
they be missing teeth and everything.
Yes, they throw the sticks down and it's like, huh, and then they just like fight. But there was no fights, and I was sad about that.
My God,
I know. I was like, bruh, I haven't been to a hockey game in years. The one I come to, y'all don't even fight. So, but anyway, it was just fun to be in there with like some other Onyx Collective influencer people. You know, they have the food and the drinks and the desserts and like all that stuff. So anyway, it ended up being really, really cool. And just something different that we hadn't done in a while. So that was my...
Who watched the girls? Because they didn't come to my house.
No, Taylor came over and watched them.
You could have brought Micaiah to me.
Yeah, because that girl. But
I love her.
She is
my favorite person on the earth.
Oh my gosh, I put on her a outfit this morning. It's really cute, and I took a picture, so I might post it later. But I put this really adorable outfit. It says like "wild like my curls," and her hair was all curly. Let me tell you, she put these pants on, and she said, "Mommy, I have pockets."
Oh, it starts young.
Yes. And she put her hand in the pockets, and she would not take her hands out of the pockets. I was like, let me take a picture, and she just kept them in the pockets. I was like, take your hands out of the pocket, but she like put it right back in. And I'm like, wait, I want to get the whole, and she just got pockets. So
listen,
it was so cute. Her obsession with these
that
pockets
starts young.
Starts at 3, apparently. Apparently, I don't give her a lot of clothes with pockets because she.
I think at that age you don't. You're basically wearing like some form of tights. Yeah.
She was so happy. It was really, really cute. Apparently, like I said, it's uncommon for her to have pockets.
Come on,
now
segue.
I'm gonna tell you about uncommon goods. You know I love a segue. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. If you haven't finished your holiday shopping yet, don't panic. We've got a secret source for incredible original gifts, and that's Uncommon Goods. They've got unique handpicked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling. So I really like Uncommon Goods because everyone knows how stressful gift giving can be. You never know what to get people. You don't know if they have the thing you want to get them. You don't know what color, all of that can be made very easy with Uncommon Goods. It's probably something that they don't have because it's uncommon. But in addition to that, they have, I've said this before because I love when my name or my initials are engraved on things, and a lot of their products have the ability to do that. So whether it's like a cutting board, whether it's a blanket, like so many different options where you can add that, or just other options that you can just, buy and have sent to someone that you love. So, and I did, when my best friend bought a house, as a housewarming gift, I got her a, what is it? A cutting board with her like name on it. It was really, really cute. And then when I went to her house, she had it and I loved it. Anyway, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. I told you I can personalize it. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off of your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/GJ.
GJ.
That's uncommongoods.com/GJ for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Perfection. Okay, very good. Moving on. Do you got anything else you want to say?
No.
Tell the people. Oh, let me tell you something. All hell was finna break loose.
Oh, right.
I sent Daddy there's like 50 mugs I did. I finished like the last 10 or so over the weekend, but I shipped, let's call it 40 for easy math, last week. Daddy and Monique were at the house. They FaceTimed me. The mugs hadn't arrived. The candy. Matter of fact, I need to ask you what you want me to do with those games. If you want me to ship them or you're going to bring them, the little stuffed animals.
Oh, I have more things coming. So
okay. Everything arrived. The candies arrived. The cups arrived. All this like little random little knickknacks I've been saving up, shipped it. The mugs didn't arrive. I was fit to go off.
Hello?
On the USPS people. It's UPS people. And I'm going to tell you why. Even if they paid me a value for the mugs, I can't get my time back.
Oh, yeah.
Personalizing
Absolutely.
40 mugs.
Yeah.
And that would piss me off more than the value of the mugs.
Yeah. 100%.
And this is what pissed me off. I was like, okay, Melissa, calm down. You have proof of delivery. I look at the proof of delivery. It is a light. Whose light? I don't know. But it's literally a light.
Oh, the proof, like the picture.
Yes.
Oh, I was like,
it's
what?
not a picture of the box.
Oh, I see.
It's not Daddy's doorstep.
Yeah.
It is a light. Y'all, you play with my emotions, Smokey.
Yeah,
and I'm finna go off.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Daddy texted me today a picture that said they arrived, and I said, "Praise Jesus."
Good.
Praise Jesus, because someone was finna get it today. I was so mad. But anyway, they arrived. They're safe. The last little bit I shipped off this morning before I got here, and the mugs are officially done. And I just want to say that I have a problem being a little bit overambitious with these things.
Yes.
But it got done.
It got done.
And now I have another project I want to do.
Well, that you on your own. You want to go into Pop the Trunk?
Yes, let's do it. We have one joint Pop the Trunk we want to do before we head into the official ones. And that is this. If you send us an email because you want to help us, don't read us first. Don't send me an email and tell me how bad everything that I have going on is, and you are the solution to my problem.
Because that's not how you do it.
Because that's not nice, and I don't want you to help me now. I'm offended.
What was the example you had?
The girl emailed me. I don't know if she listened to the thing, but this was she said. She said, I'm a paraphrase because y'all always have to know stories are better when you paraphrase.
Absolutely.
Stories are better when you exaggerate. Stories are better when you inject what you heard them say, not what they actually said.
Yeah.
So this is my interpretation of the email, not the email. I'm not going to read the email because it's better if I interpret what I heard, okay? Because that's why it felt like a read. Hey, Liz, what's going on with your website? That was the subject line. Hey, I was on the internet because I am a web developer. And I was like, oh, let me look at Melissa's website. Oop, can't. Why? Because it's down. And your website has been down for not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days, not 4 days, for weeks. You know how I know? Because I've been checking. What had happened? I would love to help you. Here are links to these beautiful websites that I did. Check the bottom. My name is there. If you need help, because you do, this is my contact information.
Yes, always.
Girl, what?
Yes. I don't know. If you want to help somebody, don't insult them. You gotta just like be nice. Cause I get those emails. People be like, "Hey, your thumbnails suck, but I can make them better. So call me." And I'll be like, you didn't sell me on you. I don't, why would you say that to me? That's so rude. It's just so rude. I get them all, which maybe apparently I should take the lesson. Apparently everything sucks that I do because everybody has a solution and their solution is them. Okay? Everybody wants to tell you that you need to be using me. I'm the person that can make it better.
To all of your problems.
It's like, bruh.
The problem is this.
I guess.
The woman is not wrong. This is why it's so bad. My website was down. The reason why is because I was trying to set up a new email. And you know, when you do that, I don't know, it'd be asking you to like copy and paste a code and put it over here and do all this stuff. I don't know. Anyway, in the moment, I knew I mixed up the code. I knew it. I know it said copy this one, and I copied that one. And I put that one where it said this, and I put this where it said that. I knew the wires were crossed. But because it was already done, I was like, oh, well, we'll see what happens. And because the website didn't crash immediately, I thought I was safe. Apparently, I wasn't.
Apparently not.
So when the website went down, I actually didn't notice. Courtney is redoing my website. Mind you, Miss Ma'am. Already. And so Courtney was like, Melissa, your website is down. And I was like, oh, so it didn't work when I thought it did. So, okay, let me figure out how to fix this. So it's back up right now.
Hello.
And my website is being fixed and renewed.
Amen.
However, your examples were very good. Yeah. And your website and this is what got me. One of her website examples, because I know she did this on purpose, is someone she knows, she has to know I work with. She has to know I work with. I've never said this woman's name out loud. That she does our travel agency stuff. She redid did her website. I'm like, I know you included this link because you know I know her, and that's how I already know.
Ciao.
So anyway, all of that to say,
be nice.
Be nice.
That's
We're
Kaya.
Trying our best. I'm doing my very best.
Literally, I'm trying. Let me get my headphones.
Although I'm gonna be really honest, I think I want to outsource editing.
Oh,
I think it's official. I number one, I can't do it all. But number two, my laptop was breathing.
Oh my gosh.
Like I ran a 5K.
Oh man.
That thing was breathing so hard. And this week I posted that vlog like done is better than perfect this week. I wanted to do a talking head piece. I could barely export the footage from my SD card to edit it, and Final Cut crashed through over 2 days. When it finally allowed me to upload it to YouTube, I said, it's all I got.
It's over.
I literally have nothing left.
Jesus.
Take this vlog and please leave me alone. Because I can't, I don't have anything else to conjure. Yes. I don't have it. So I'm at a point where I think I want to give myself away.
Somebody else do this.
I think I want to give it to somebody else. The only problem is I want someone who can really like edit. Like I want you to do the things that I see in my mind. I want someone because otherwise, if you're going to do the basic, I could do that.
Yeah.
I need you to like edit. So I feel like it's worth the time.
Yup.
Otherwise.
Yup.
Anyway, played a little video.
Oh.
Hi, Melissa and Mel. I would like to pop the trunk on my employer because they decided not to promote me.
Aww.
And it's really not just the fact that they didn't promote me. It's really the feedback that they gave along with the promotion denial that said, we see that you are capable of doing the job of a manager, but you don't consistently do the job of a manager yet.
Because I'm not a
manager. To that, my real reaction is, why would I do the job of a manager when you're not paying me to be a manager yet?
Hello?
I'm supposed to show you just enough that I can do it. But if you want the full labor, you got to pay the full price.
Correct.
That's a word.
Does that not make sense to anybody but me?
I hope that helps. Girl.
Yeah, but that's reality because that's what they be telling you in the corporate world. You got to do the job if you want the job. But the reality is you got to pay me for the job that you want me to do. But people be repeating that because that is the norm. That is what is expected, that you're supposed to be in the role in order to get the role. And then you don't even get the role. And now you are expected to still perform at that level and you just never, ever get the pay that matches it.
Because they're going to outsource it and find somebody outside of your job, post a job outwardly, hire someone, pay them more than the rate that you would have got for it, and you train them.
Yep, 100%.
This is what I'm talking about. We have an internal thing that's wrong with this country.
I agree.
Like deep down in the roots of who we are as a country is fallacy, flawed.
I was like, where are we going?
Flawed
I want to
is
help.
the word.
Flawed is a good word.
I wanted to say every other word, but flawed is the word.
I thought you were going to say foul. Like
I wanted to say, but because I was thinking of fallacy, and so foul came to my mind.
Fallacy.
Yeah, and then I was like, that's not exactly. I want to say flawed.
Anyways,
the point is this.
Yes.
That this country is backwards. Every time we get on, these are the subjects that are in here, it's in the fight, it's in the DNA of who we are as a country, that in order for me to promote you, I need to see you do the job of a position you don't have and not pay you. And then when I know you have the potential to do it, instead of saying I already see it, let me promote you so I can empower you to do that job, I'm going to tell you I can see the potential, but because you're not already operating in it, I'm not going to hire you for it.
Yep. It's a scam. It's a scam. All of it is a scam. I believe that.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Next.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I am in Texas.
Hi, Danielle.
And I want to pop the trunk on these little kid activity parks and little places you can take your kids. I'm specifically popping the trunk on them for the bathroom. Here's why. I took my kids to the trampoline park yesterday, and I go in the bathroom, and I'm just about to get in there and do what I do, and I almost fell flat on the floor. The toilet's so close to the ground. Now, mind you, I don't sit on it anyway, but I at least hover above it. But I dang near hovered my tail to the ground because the toilet's so low to the ground. Who do they think take these kids to these places? They can't get there by themselves. We need a grown toilet because we have to take them there, so we have to be there. Don't make all of the toilets mini toilets. Shoot, I said, this is a mess. I almost fell flat on my behind. I said, you know what? It's about time up anyway. I don't even like public restrooms. So, yes. Popping the trunk on these little kid venues. Y'all need to have bathrooms for the grown people too, because how the heck else are they getting there?
100% I agree. You need Meg the Stallion needs when you go to these little, because you be like this, legs just a shaking.
Have you, I don't know the last time you've been, your kids are big now, but I went to McKinley School.
Oh, yes.
And went into the bathroom and I was like, where's the adult ones? All of you are this little. I don't even, you know what's so funny is when you're at that age, because it's your size, you don't even realize that they're small.
Yes.
It takes for you to be big to go in there and be like, bruh, why y'all stuff so little? They're so tiny.
They are really tiny.
I don't want to go to the restroom at any little places.
In general, school bathrooms are not good.
Yeah.
When the small part, but when I go to Isaiah's, when he was in high school, bathroom, when I would have to go, they're so tight.
Yeah.
Like there's no space. There's not really room to do anything. And I'm just like, this is gross. Like schools are low key gross.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing about being in the public school system, it's low key disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely.
The germs.
I agree.
The food.
I agree.
You're sucking up air with all these people all day long.
Yes.
It's just low key a very disgusting experience.
100%. But let me tell you what's not a disgusting experience, and that is Factor. You notice how the days are shorter, but your to-do lists aren't? Power through your busy days with Factor's no prep, no mess meals from breakfast to dinner and anything in between. Factor has easy, nutritious options to keep you fueled and feeling your best. Whether you like routine or you enjoy mixing things up, Factor has you covered with 35 different delicious meals every week and over 60 additional convenience options you can add to your box, like keto cookies, pressed juices, and smoothies. Don't let shorter days slow you down. Stay energized with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service. Factor lets you do you. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. Factor is cheaper than takeout and dining out. Put the money you save towards holiday shopping or reaching your financial goals. We just said it's the holiday season. You know, anytime it's the holidays, the kids get a bunch of breaks. Okay, they just be at
this
home.
back half of the year.
And when they are at home, they are hungry. They just always want to eat. And I'm used to cooking my specific meals, okay? And so when you are trying to eat in between those specific meals, I'm stressed now. And that's why I like Factor, because they ready to eat. Okay, they deliver to me. Oh, you hungry, huh? I got a solution for you. We can go cook this thing right here, and then I'm done. I ain't got to think about nothing else. So if you want to enjoy having a ready-to-eat meal delivery service, you need to join the Factor family. Head to factormeals.com/50GJ.
50GJ.
Yep. And use code 50GJ to get 50% off of your first box plus free shipping. That's code 50GJ, and the 50 is 50GJ at factormeals.com/50GJ. Again, that's 50GJ to get 50% off of your first box plus free shipping while your subscription is active. Jesus.
Be offense. I want you to know that I bought an apron yesterday.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to personalize it.
Oh, you should. You should.
I'm so excited.
If you're going to have an apron, you should absolutely personalize it.
I was making my little cookie video. I don't know why I'm here, but we're here now. I was watching this dating show. I'll tell you guys about it. The one with Nate.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that too.
I had like a Nirvana shirt on, and it was like yellow and pink and like all of these colors. And I was like, this is the most distracting thing you could ever wear in a video like this. Like, all people are going to see is this yellow shirt behind you. Like, you should have like something less dramatic. And I was like, I should buy an apron.
Oh,
And so I bought an apron.
And now you're going to personalize
And now I'm going to personalize
As
it.
you should.
It's going to be great. I want you guys to know, too, while we're here talking about cricket, because I just decided to segue the conversation. Mel is going to do an Easter thing for the kids.
I was like, girl, what? Yes, I am. It's going to be great.
And I'm going to personalize all the things.
Yes.
And I'm so excited.
I am excited to move my brain over to that part. So
where are you at right now? You're on Christmas?
I'm on getting the verdict of YSL. Then I'll be on Christmas.
Oh, girl, you can't control that.
After. No. But it's like I've learned about me. I'm not a person that can do I'm not good at multitasking. I have to like be done with something before I like fully move on to the next thing. And so I'm not good at it. I'm trying to balance it better. But anyway, I have things to say.
About what?
A lot of things that I've had.
Wait, we have a male. We have a man. You don't want to do it?
We'll do that next week. I have things to say. We've been here for 40 minutes. I have things to say.
Say it.
Okay. I've been watching a lot of TV because we're going to do TV talk.
Do it.
I have a lot of things. I've been doing a lot of TV and a lot of court and a lot of YSL and a lot of Twitter, unfortunately, because there's a lot happening and it's been stressing my mind out. And so where do I want to start? Let's start with YSL. There's a lot of people who are engaged in this trial, right? Because of like the injustices and the fact that it was like unfair, right? There was an unfair judge that's like not disputed.
I want you to know that you're the entry point for most of these people's thing, but that's fine. I mean,
fine.
All of these things are true, but I think the actual entry point is you.
If you were like on certain platforms, but there's a lot of people engaged in this trial and a lot of people who started paying attention and took notice of the fact that there was an unfair judge and that had the lead prosecutor at the time was like also unfair and doing a lot of like shady things and people were just screaming about the fact that like we just want it to be fair. We're not saying that these boys are all innocent and that they should never go to, like, nobody's saying that. We're just saying everybody deserves a right to a fair trial. And with that, right, with that interest has come with people who are just like very different than I am. Like, and so but here's what's so interesting. Sometimes when you share something in common with somebody else, that can appear and it can feel like friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you recognize that the only thing that connects you is this single commonality, there's actually a ton of differences. And then you start to wonder, are you even a person I would like? It's almost like, people that you work with, right? The thing you have in common with them is work. But if you become their Facebook friends, and then you start to see the stuff they post, you're like, hold everybody, wait. Everybody, wait.
Yeah.
So it's just been this very interesting. So I'm saying all of that to say there's a lot of people who just believe different things than I believe. I have engaged with people who are not, let's say, Christians, right? I have engaged with people who are like, go Trump. I have engaged with people who are. And so when you encounter people based solely on the thing you have in common with them, all of that stuff you don't know it, and so it doesn't matter. And then it's just been this very interesting experience that over time I begin to learn things about them that I don't agree with. And it's not wrestling with it, because I've just been like, I actually can appreciate getting, I don't know, it just feels like an entry point to somebody that I've otherwise probably would have never gotten. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have never been able to see you as a person that I can actually have something in common with, because this thing we don't have in common would have overshadowed that. And so we would have never gotten to this point. I don't know if I'm making sense.
I think you do, because we were kind of having this conversation earlier, me and Leah and I. No, me and Leah. And no, Leah and I. It's Leah and I for sure. Leah and I. Sorry, I got in my head about it and I was like, yeah, it's definitely Leah. Okay. Anyway, we were having a conversation, because that's how you wrap that up real nice and above. We were having a conversation and I was saying that about people. So you follow these people because they are doing baking videos, for example. And you're like, oh, I am enjoying this baking phase. You bake. This is my entry point to you. I think I like you. You're so funny. You're so cute. You bake. Your recipes are great. Fantastic. And then you learn personal stuff and you're like, wait a minute. Huh. Yeah. You're not. Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't know how I feel about this now, because all of a sudden you're not who I thought you were. But I think I liked you, but now I can't like you. I'm so confused what to do with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm not supposed to, but actually, why can't I? Why can't I just appreciate the thing that I have in common with you? And then not even engage on other things.
Well, the thing is, so let me see. I think Candace posted this, and I was like, correct. This has to be this is the boundary. We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist.
Amen.
That, I think, is the boundary.
That's the whole Trump thing.
Yeah, because that's the whole Trump thing. Where people were like, that's what's wrong with the Democrats. Y'all don't want to you can't be friends with somebody just because you voted for Trump. No, we were all friends with people who were Republicans as Democrats before Trump. Trump is he represents something more sinister, eviler, eviler than what it meant to be a Republican before his era. We can have these disagreements about how big the government should be. We can have these disagreements about abortion. We can have these disagreements about same-sex marriage. We can have these type of disagreements. Okay, fine. Well, actually, no.
Well, but see,
no. As I kept talking, I was like, actually, no. That can be a point of no, because same-sex marriage is a denial of someone's humanity.
That's true.
Abortion, I can understand.
Okay.
But denying someone the right to marry is denying someone's humanity.
Amen.
And I think you should be able to, that's not a right the government I should be able to take from someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just changed my mind in the middle of my thought.
That's hilarious. Well, I agree with you, but it goes back to one of the things I love about Beyonce, okay? And as much as I want more of Beyonce, I love that I don't have as much as I want, because I appreciate artists who put out music. Sometimes revealing too much will ruin, the mystique.
I agree.
I like a little mystery. I don't want to know who you voted for most times, because if you're dumb, I'm just going to be pissed off. And so keep it to yourself. So anyway, all of that to say, I've been having an appreciation. Again, I completely agree with you, and I don't want to even engage with somebody who would be okay with denying the rights of someone else. Right. I don't think we have that ability nor authority, and if you feel like you do, then we probably shouldn't engage. But I can appreciate being able to relate and engage with somebody based solely on a commonality, and then even learning all the things that we don't agree on, but still being able to say, yeah, but I think being able to do that helps you see people as people.
I agree.
Because when you start with a commonality, right, you're starting on a human level. But when you start with the thing that we like are diametrically opposed about, now I'm just mad. I can't even see you as a person. I just see you as the thing I hate. Yeah. And so I've been really appreciating being able to engage with people that I feel like I otherwise never would have, simply because we are in agreement that this trial has been unfair.
Yeah.
And that alone is enough for me.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It is safer to stay surface level with people.
Amen.
Because I think that's why they say in the workplace, like, don't talk religion, don't talk politics, because those things are core values. Oftentimes they're part of your identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those are very like, core parts. It's also why I believe in a relationship, like in a marriage, I should say, these are things that you should agree on.
You have to agree on.
Unless maybe you decide not to have children, because I think they become more like bigger issues when it's like, how are we going to raise these children?
Yeah.
When
100%.
you think one way and I think the other.
Yeah.
I think that it like heightens those differences. But if we're just two adults and we don't have children, and I'm a Christian, I go to church, and you decide you don't want to, as long as we agree to disagree and just like not bring it up, maybe two people can function in life as a married couple and it'll be fine. But I think, again, once you start having children, I think it just becomes
changes.
Yeah, because it's like, I want the children to go to church. Well, I don't. I think they should be able to make their own choice. Well, now what do we do?
Now what do we do? Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, I'm going through my thing, so
go for it.
The next one that I've been having conversations with myself about and having to check myself about is one of the things again about YSL is that people and I feel strongly that people deserve a fair trial, and they deserve advocates. They deserve a zealous, as they like to say, zealous advocates, right? You deserve an attorney to represent you and fight for your rights, and fight for your rights in the sense that it's a check and balance for the government and the state.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's the way that I'm starting to think about defense attorneys, right? They should be making the state prove what they're saying is true.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I think about it that way, I have to check myself about a case like Diddy, right? Because I'm not a lawyer, but aside, just Mel talking, put the man in jail, right? But so then when I think about the people fighting his defense attorneys, I'm like, oh, y'all are trash because he's guilty. He's trash. But he deserves attorneys.
Absolutely.
He deserves people to fight for him.
Absolutely.
And he deserves attorneys that are going to make the government prove what they say happened.
Absolutely.
And so it's just been a lot for me because his defense attorneys, who are paid very well, have tried to get him out on bond.
Several times.
And it's like, keep him in there. But then, okay, another check for me. I'm like, okay, so do you feel like everybody should just stay? The state hasn't proven, the government hasn't proven he is guilty yet.
But is that the basis for which someone can be let out?
What? It's like the crime itself, the severity of the crime itself. It is if they're a flight risk. It's
so that's
the
what I wanted
safety
you to
of
say.
the community.
That's what I wanted you to say, because specifically when we're talking about Diddy, his access to money and relationships, doesn't that not make him a flight risk where it is warranted for him to stay behind bars?
Except for the CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, who also was charged with sex trafficking, internationally, got out on pretrial bond.
Well, but this is the problem.
And he got access to a lot of money.
Yeah, but see, that goes back to the heart of the problem with America. Because the argument, which I do understand, you can make one of two arguments, right? You can argue he got out, therefore Diddy should get out. The argument really should be, well, that white shouldn't have got out either. You know what I mean?
Well,
and so, but the problem is we use that to do Diddy, and Diddy as the black man is the one we're going to force it on. And that's where it becomes unfair. But again, going to the heart of the problem, America has to do better about treating everyone equally and saying your flight risk, your flight risk, your flight risk, your flight risk, white or black, you're a flight risk.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? You just said the bigger thing is they both shouldn't have got out. But then, so it goes back to my question, which is, how do I feel about pretrial release?
How do I feel about pretrial?
How do I feel about bond?
Oh, you're going too deep as I'm not a lawyer.
Well, but listen, right? All of the defendants in YSL have been in jail for 2.5 years. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They got charged and were put in jail. The trial takes a year. Jury selection takes 6 months. Right? And these men, the state has not proven their case yet. And these men are in jail waiting.
Oh, I see.
So it goes back to across the board. It's been a check for me of how do you feel about pretrial release?
So
how do you feel about
how do
people?
You feel?
Well, hold on. How do you feel? This is the question I've been asking. How do you feel about people being held in a jail that's dirty, that's unclean, where people have died, where the officers are letting inmates get out and do what they want, and so inmates in jail are being stabbed, inmates in jail are being killed.
That one got stabbed on the weekend.
One of yes, right? And so, how do you feel about people who the state has not proven their case yet, but because they're the state, right, and don't let you not have money? So if you don't have money and so you have a public defender defending you and they can't file 4 motions like Diddy for pretrial release and come up with a bunch of new conditions as to why they're fighting for it, you're just left with what you got. And so now you're in jail for 2.5 years on a trial where the state has not even proven what you've done. And then you have a case where Thug, 2.5 years in, just says, give me the plea because I want out. Right? So now you have people who just don't want to be in jail. It's not even that the state has proven it. It's not that the state can prove it. It's that they're sick of being in jail. And so I've been having all of these internal conversations about how do you feel about this? I don't know.
You know why? There's no answer. I think the reality is that everything is so nuanced based on the situation and the person, to be honest. And I think the other problem is that when circumstances are near identical,
yes,
race becomes a factor.
100%.
That you can't really, like, it's not on paper. You know what I mean? It's not a factor that you put out. It's like what you just said. Are they a flight risk? Are they a harm to community? These are the things you put on paper. But when decisions are made on a subconscious level, race plays a role.
Sure.
And that's where it's like, how do you account for the things that we should put on paper? These are things we should consider and then equalize for what's not on paper, such as race and gender, for that matter.
Because, and then I'll transition. But you tell me about a case of rape, right? And now I'm like, lock them up until the trial and even after the trial. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these different parts that come into play. And maybe it's not equal. It's not going to be equal because there's so many nuances to everything. And so there's a lot of things to consider. Maybe that's just the answer. But I've just been having to check myself about a case that may get more publicity, and even the way indictments and information is released, right? When somebody is charged with a crime, it's the state's version of that story. You hear that first. You don't get, the defense doesn't come out with, let me tell you. They don't do that until the trial, until cross-examination.
Yeah.
At the beginning, everything we hear is Diddy is bad, but we don't get to hear his side yet.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's going to be a good side. I'm just saying the reality is you don't.
Sure.
And the thing that I've learned about watching trials is that things look different under cross-examination. It just does. Because if I want to say that your shirt is red, I might ask her to turn the light on red in here to make it look red.
Yeah.
And then when it's your turn, you're going to say, put the clear light on so that we can see it's brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything will always look different. And so I just try to keep all of that in mind as I'm trying to be a responsible journalist. I'm not a lawyer, but also you just naturally have biases, and I've just been having
100%.
a lot of conversations with myself about that.
And that's the part that is like, it can't be extracted from humanity.
Yes.
Is that we have bias.
We have bias. And that's why you should talk to a therapist, and I'm going to tell you about BetterHelp. So one of my favorite things about the holiday is family, is talking, is staying up late, is forgetting what day it is eating all the food, is having pajamas on and socks on and having Christmas music playing in the background. Like, those are the things that I love. And for some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with family is the best way to spend their entire month. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself a different kind of comfort that never goes away, even when the seasons begin to change. There are a lot of emotions, I think, around the holidays. There are, like I just said, it's a ton. I enjoy them, but there are moments of sadness for people who are not here anymore. There are moments of anxiety about the fact that it's a new year coming. And so for me, being able to talk that out and even write that out, but like talk to somebody who is a professional who can help me kind of walk myself down from some of the nervousness, anxiety, stress, depression that I may be feeling is just always really, really helpful for me and could be helpful for you. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/GJ today to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
Very good.
Tell them we sent you. Okay, and then the last thing I have to say, and we can move on. I have been watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Tell them about that scene you had me watch.
Oh my! If you guys have not, listen, the other good thing about the holidays, when you get time off, right, you can binge TV. I am recommending, suggesting, encouraging,
highly soliciting
you to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Start at season 2. Okay, it start at like episode 10 or something around there, and then just go. You just go. You'll be in. I promise you. I have just made it to season 5. I'm so happy I watched all of this. I'm mad I'm getting to the end. I don't want to catch up with everybody else. I want more. This show should be 24/7, 365 days a year. These women are crazy. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so listen, okay. The woman, Jen Shaw, got arrested and charged. Talk about being charged, okay? She got arrested and charged, and then she did a plea deal, okay, a guilty plea. So she got 6.5 years, I think, in prison. Federal, okay? It's a federal crime. The next season, they invite one of the girls, Monica, who was going to be a witness in the trial against Jen Shaw, okay? I'm like, okay, how did y'all find her? Whatever. Another conversation I've been having, I like flawed women. Okay, give me a character on a show, a woman who is flawed, and I'm all in. Show up on the camera with your hair not done and your kids running around and your house a mess and you drunk. Because that's me. Yes, amen. We are the same. So those are her vibes, right? And then she goes into the relationship she has with her mother. Her mother is terrible. Oh, terrible. This woman, they're at the dinner table because they have this terrible relationship with each other, and they're arguing back and forth. And the mom says to Monica, to her daughter, she calls her an MFer. And then Monica says, "Did you just call me a effer?" And her mom says, "No, I said MFer." And I said, "Wait."
That's the scene Mel showed me.
Not you correcting your daughter to tell her, no, honey.
And
I
she was
called
doing
you
all this.
a MFer. It was so, I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. So, okay, let me tell you the good part, because you ain't even got to watch, you didn't get to watch what happened after that, okay? Oh. So the girl is from, I don't remember, some Barbados. It wasn't Barbados, that's Rihanna. She from somewhere, okay? And the whole group goes to this location where Monica is, like, her family is from. She's so excited to, like, meet her family. Her mom ends up playing her. The family don't meet her. It's a lot. Bermuda. There it is, Bermuda. Or I think it was Bermuda. Whatever. The last day, okay, they are getting ready to leave. And one of the main girls, her name is Heather. She calls all the girls except for Monica and this other girl, Angie. But she calls all the, like, core girls from the before seasons. She calls them down to the beach. And she goes into the fact that there is this social media account called, like, Reality Tees or something. It's a social media account. Mm-hmm. That has specifically been bashing the women from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Like, for, like, 2 or 3 years, they would be posting, like, secret stuff and conversations and, like, putting all this information out. So Heather calls all the women, the core women, down, and she's like, I just found out that Monica is behind the page. Melissa, I said.
The producers knew that.
No.
Are you serious?
Listen. Oh my God, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So she's like, when we go to dinner tonight, I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to basically confront her. They go to dinner.
How does she know all the tea?
Well, because then they go through, the Bravo producers need a raise. Okay? Because Whitney is like, I keep saying Whitney, Heather. Heather is like, I just started going back through all the different things she would say, and so then the Bravo producers plays a clip, all these clips of things, and it's like, oh, that is a good point. So they go to dinner, and she confronts her, and she's like, you're behind the page. And Monica is, no, okay, kinda, okay, a little bit. It's more than me, it's everybody. I just was trying to take Jen Shaw down. It wasn't about you guys. So it becomes this whole thing where she, like, is behind this page that was literally attacking these women. And so at the reunion, Andy is asking about it, and she basically is like, again, the point was to take down Jen Shaw, and they were asking Andy, basically, did you guys know? And Monica tried to say, I told them in the first audition, I told them that I had this page. And Andy said, if you told casting that you were behind a social media page that bashed these women, you would not be on this show. Like, he said it very, like, directly.
Don't play me.
Like, girl, we're messy. We're not that messy. Oh. So anyway, it seems like she duped them, and she was able to cut. And so they were all like, if you hate us, why are you come on the show to try to befriend us?
That's what I don't understand. I mean, I get it, Andy. Stand 10 toes down. I understand. I respect. I'm not saying you lying. I'm just saying, what a coincidence.
Listen,
Monica had a lot of coincidences in being on this show.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying maybe I have some follow-up questions.
She ain't.
I'm saying maybe somebody under you knew and then said, shh, don't tell nobody else.
I don't know.
All I'm saying is I feel like somebody knew.
I don't know. She ain't on the new season. I know that.
Oh, how'd she get out?
She ended that reunion, and she was not invited back, is what I would assume.
Oh, because she was behind the page.
Yes.
And they said you got to go.
Absolutely. It was, I just want to tell y'all, it's the best show I've ever seen. It is so crazy. It is crazy. And I still have a soft spot for Monica, because I think that she
had a very traumatic childhood.
She did. She even said when she was on the stage, she was like, after my audition, I was really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to come on the show. And Andy was asking her, like, how is your relationship with your mom? And she said, I went over to my mom's house and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. And her mom said, okay, let's pray. And she said, her mom said, you know, God, whatever, we hope Monica gets on the show, but if she doesn't, let it be me. Let me get on the show. I said, oh my gosh, this woman is crazy. I felt you really start to feel bad for Monica. It's like, bruh, what else did you expect from this girl who didn't have the best upbringing? Obviously. So anyway,
the problem that I have about this mom is that she feels almost like a caricature of a bad person.
Yes.
Like she's that bad. Like you, like,
yes.
where is your goodness?
Oh my gosh.
Like you're all evil?
Yes.
Like people aren't normally like.
She seems like a terrible person. She seems so terrible. And your Monica, I think she's doing great. I mean, given what she was given, it seems like she's
married,
great.
right, with kids?
No. So what happened is
I thought she said
she got kids and she was married, but her claim to fame, she loved to tell you. This is why that gossip thing started to make sense too. Because the first thing she said on the show is, I was married and I slept with my brother-in-law for 18 months. And now I'm divorced and I'm not a Mormon because they kicked me out. Yeah. She slept with her brother-in-law, but her brother-in-law was her husband's sister's husband. That's who she was sleeping with. Not like her husband's brother.
Oh.
Her husband's sister's husband. So like through marriage, he was her brother-in-law. I know.
Girl, this man entered your life by way of marriage through your partner.
And she was with him for 18 months, child, in the background doing what she... And then she said she just came out. Like, she was like, I started feeling bad about it, so I admitted it.
Girl, I thought she meant she was gay. I was like...
Oh, no.
What a complicated individual.
Sorry. Anyway, the best thing I've ever seen, I just started on season 5, and I'm in. I am ready. Mary Cosby is back. That woman is crazy. That's all.
That's allegedly her oldest friend still now.
Who's
Monica's friend is
Monica and Mary are friends?
It says everybody else from the cast that they wouldn't film with her, but she's like, Mary's my only friend from the show now.
I believe it. Them girls were and Mary was absent for most of the season. She was on the show, but also not on the show last season. So I'm not surprised. Mary also is a special case. Everything about that woman is different. She is rude. That woman is rude and hilarious at the same time.
Well, maybe I'll watch over the break.
Oh my gosh. I highly encourage you to watch. It's good. I don't know how else to express. They argue every single episode. You know, like sometimes it's like, oh, we're going to go to the mission and feed on a Housewives Atlanta. They be out there doing good things for the community. These women don't. They just argue. Hey, I have a new liquor. I'm coming. Mind you, Mormon. I have a new liquor brand. Come over. Oh, you bitch. What? I have new jewelry. F you. And you're like, oh my God. Okay. That's all. Sorry. Moving on.
No more shows. We watched Rhythm
and Flow, the rapping show.
We watched Rhythm and Flow season 2.
Yeah.
I might have some bias.
Oh, say more.
Season 1, I don't think can be topped.
Oh, I agree. It was so good.
Is that? I don't know.
I was there for the day he won. I was
Smoke. D-Smoke. I'm about to say Smokey D.
I feel biased. I just enjoyed season 1 a lot more. I think I really enjoyed the challenges more.
Did you finish the batch that's out right now for this new season?
I am finished through J. Taj's performance.
Okay. It was so good.
No. So
and the 2 women before him? The 2 women?
I was mad they had to go.
The West Side? I said, oh, girl, I like that.
I'm mad that they... So let me finish the whole thought.
Okay.
I enjoy season 1 better. That's not to say that there aren't performers in season 2 that I do. And J. Taj most certainly is a standout performance. Also the West Side, but specifically the part that Luda liked is when I also keyed in.
Yeah.
When she was saying...
When she was doing the... it was like a little groove to it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now.
It was good.
Anyway, that was really good. I feel like the level of talent overall in season... Like, I'm disappointed this early that so many people are forgetting their lyrics.
Oh.
I felt like in season 1, people were crumbling under the pressure.
Okay.
And like the, you're I don't know how long they filmed the show, but toward the end, you're just tired.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's so much. It's all these things you're expecting me to do. I have to do it really quickly. Da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like that's when they were crumbling.
Yeah.
But I felt like in the beginning, they were like, I'm out here.
Yeah.
And so all of these people, I'm just kind of like, I'm sad.
Yeah.
But what you saw in season 1 wasn't accurate because when they filmed it, the mess ups that you saw, if people messed up and they wanted them to redo it, they let them redo it.
Oh.
So, like,
The background that you can't hear is that on season 1, we didn't get to see the mess ups because they would allow the contestants to reshoot essentially
like
and take them out.
In his finale thing,
Yeah.
he messed that up the first time
Oh.
before he did it, that
Got it.
song.
Oh.
Because like he messed up his lyrics.
Well.
So it's like I don't know how.
So
fair
maybe
that
it's
is.
less
Yeah,
edited this way. Maybe. I don't know. I was a little
Maybe.
disappointed in that, but I will say that Jay Taj is really,
He's
really good.
He's really good.
Really, really good. Truly, truly, truly enjoyed him. And to be honest, I feel like the women this season.
I know. Tia P. So I don't know the names. Oh, it's Jax with an X. Because her song was good.
Her
and
song-
Tia P. The West Side and then the Talk My Shit. Yes. It
the
was
women
so
this
good.
season-
Oh, so
The
good.
women this season are better than the women last season. The women this season came to not play games.
Yeah.
They are so good.
Yeah.
So good. And I was actually upset that who are the two women they put up against each other?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember. I was mad that one of them had to go.
Yeah.
Also, the group when they were doing the cipher,
Yeah.
the group where all of them forgot their
Oh, it
words
was
and
like
they
group
were
two.
and they saved like
I
two of the
know.
people.
Oh my God.
Let that whole group go.
The girl who went against the tall, I think he's like African, Nigerian or something.
Yeah. His name.
Her and he went up against the girl with the big
with the
she
red
ended up
hair.
having red hair.
Yeah.
I thought he should have stayed and she should have left.
I could have
don't
went
really
without
like-
both of them, to be
Oh,
honest.
I liked him.
I mean, I thought
Yoshi.
he was cool. She came harder.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you're in the battle rap,
Yeah.
that is about the punchlines.
Yeah,
And she was
yeah.
punchlining.
Hello. Sudanese. Oh, she said he's not good. I
I
liked
didn't
him.
think he was that
But
good either.
Batunde,
But I also felt like
but
he was
Batunde.
trying to, he did say this, he was trying to be a little bit more
Yeah,
respectful.
Yeah.
And he should have just kind of like went at him, but also you never know what the backlash going to be if you decide
Yeah,
to do that. So
100%.
he kind of had a no-win situation.
I think I just need to say about Dre TL. Okay, I thought that his first few episodes were good. I think that he seems really excited to be there. And I think that overtakes his performances because it's like the beat, right, is in the background.
I'm so happy you
right?
said that.
And he's just like, and you're like, hey, bruh, you gotta do it on the beat.
I was
Like,
so
there's a
surprised
beat,
no
match
one
the
said
beat.
this. I was so surprised that no one said. I was like, Kevin, and I'll be the first person I can find a beat, but I can lose it just as quickly. One thing about me, oh God, but I know, I got off somewhere. Let me try to find it. I think his excitement overshadows, and he just
He just going
and just goes
trying to remember.
I was so mad that no one was like, "Hey, bruh, you could take a breath and slow down."
Yeah.
Hey, you
He
could find the
gotta-
breath. Someone said, "Yeah, you ride the beat." I said, "When did he
Yeah.
ride it?"
Yeah.
He was never on
He
the
was
beat.
never-
He
he
just
wasn't.
and God bless him.
Absolutely.
But he gets out there and I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out there. I'm gonna do my stuff, and then he
Yeah.
Sir, relax.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. I don't feel like there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of fast rappers.
Okay.
And so when Jay Taj comes
That's
out,
why he comes out and he's so different.
he stands out
He does.
because he intentionally. Someone else slowed it down a lot too. It was a woman.
Oh, where she started off crazy and then she changed the beat.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
I need the audio to sound a little bit different. I can't take all the fat, and it's cool if that's your style, but it seemed like everybody. That was their style.
Well, and everybody, I would love to hear. I mean, I don't know if this would be a music exec question, but like the unoriginality of using lotto in your lyric about winning the lotto. Okay, we get it. Like y'all gotta be more creative. Okay, enough with the lottos.
Yeah,
Enough with the lottos. I hate it. I hate it. It reminded me, that's why I said a music exec, because when I was a creative exec and you would hear pitches, everybody thinks that their story, their like idea is the most original thing that you've never heard in your life. Meanwhile, you've heard 10 that day of the same thing. And everybody's like, yeah, but then we're going to make the sun be sunny. And you're like, imagine that. And that's what it feels like. It's like all of you guys here's the competition. Here's the challenge. Don't use Lotto's name. Come out here and Flint girl, don't talk about the water. How about that?
Yeah.
You can't say Flint and you can't say Lotto.
She was a redhead, right?
It may be her.
The Michigan. Also, I want to say this. The challenge of their artwork in the back.
Oh.
I love that.
Some of them they liked and I was like, that's ugly.
The one of the girls, I think it was Jazz with an X. Hers was fire.
Yeah.
I think it was her. She kind of had that like fisheye, very like Missy Elliott type of feel to it. I don't remember who it was.
Remember, yeah.
Anyway, fire.
Yeah.
The girl that had the Doc Martens on, very good.
Oh, yeah.
There was someone else. There was a couple of them. I was like, these are very good.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. Jay Taj, his was really good.
Oh, his was so good.
Yeah, he's also,
And
I
he
think,
got emotional about his daddy.
I like how intentional he is about his career.
Yes.
The woman that wore the florals, hers was also really good. I thought she was. And then I think it was Diamond, and she had the diamonds, and then she came out in that all chrome outfit.
Detroit Diamond.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I was here for this. I think the women are killing it this season.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think the
fun
women
season.
are certainly. I want them to leave me alone. So anyway, I watched that, and then what was the other thing we watched? We watched Wicked.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Did you watch it, Leah?
No, not yet.
It's really good.
I want to watch it. Yeah, everybody's talking about how good it was.
So this is my actual truth. I usually go into books and movies, for that matter, kind of blind. I have like a little bit of information, and then because I want everything to be a surprise, I want everything to be new. I don't want to know nothing. Okay. This is the problem. I didn't know that there's two parts. I probably should have known that. Because at the end,
They advertise it that way, though.
so yeah, but if you go down the rabbit hole, there's things you find out. I didn't do that. Now I'm deep. Now y'all always talk about my TikTok algorithm. My TikTok algorithm is deep in the understanding of what Wicked is in comparison to The Wizard of Oz. And then it took me on this detour to talk about the terribleness that was The Wizard of Oz. Oh my God.
Oh.
This was terrible film. Oh, just awful. Just not good. Anyway, back. So I didn't know that that Wicked was a part 2. We all know when you're watching a movie or a show and the music is doing the thing and it's feeling like this is about to end. So in the midst of the movie, I said, this feels like this is about to end. The problem is nothing's been resolved.
Oh.
Nothing, everything is, every box is
Open.
open. Nothing is closed. I have no answers. How are we ending? I don't understand. Why is this feeling like an ending? It ended. And it said, to be continued. I said literally out loud in the theater,
Oh.
no! Everyone starts laughing. Hadn't a clue.
Because they all knew and you didn't.
Because everyone knew but me. I said, Lord have mercy.
Is it going to come out next Christmas?
Yes,
It should.
literally, or November. It's like November
Oh.
20 something,
Oh,
like literally
good.
almost a year from now.
Okay, they should do that.
Not a clue. This is the other thing I'm gonna say, and because I don't want to. I know that this is the other thing. People sometimes the internet is so
Internet-y.
internety. Not you guys saying you're spoiling it when the play came out. Da 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 da. That don't mean everybody's seen the play. It can still be a spoiler. Everybody relax.
Or you've seen it, you don't remember.
Yes, or
I
you've
don't
seen
remember.
it. You come on now, everybody relax. So I don't want to be the one to spoil it. Okay, I know it's adaptation, but I don't want to be the one to spoil it. But I will say this: I cried at almost 3 times during that movie.
Everybody talks about the crying in this.
It caught me off guard.
Huh.
It
I
caught
don't enjoy
me
crying. So.
off guard. I hate crying.
I don't
Like I
know
was
if I'm
such a
gonna
crybaby
watch
as a child that I like forced myself not to cry as an adult. Although last tangent, and then I'm gonna go because I know we're at 75 minutes. This is the last thing I want to say. I don't know if it is perimenopause. I was talking to Courtney about this today because I'm thoroughly convinced I'm going through perimenopause, and that's why I'm breaking out as much as I am lately. Thoroughly convinced of it. I don't know if it's perimenopause. I don't know if it's just my period. I don't know if it's because I'm in my 40s. But the emotional roller coaster that my emotions take me on a daily basis has got to be studied.
Hello?
I need to be put up under a microscope.
Hilarious.
Because to wake up in the morning and allow your mind to spiral out of control. And then this was me. And then to get in the shower and to sit in those feelings to the point of you want to cry. But then have you ever realized, like, you're in the moment, you're sad, you're spiraling, all of these things are happening. And then somehow you're able to detach yourself from yourself and actually see yourself doing that and realize how ridiculous you are.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're mad at yourself, but you can't get out of the funk that you are in. And you just want to ask God, why? That was my morning
That's
yesterday.
hilarious.
Because why am I here? Why did I went to bed fine. Why would I wake up so emotional?
That's funny.
For no reason.
No reason.
This is why you have to stay busy. Because if you don't, they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. No, you let your mind be idle.
I was
and
about
the
to say,
way,
out of mind is the devil's playground, is what they say.
well, that's what's happening. Because he just come in here, skippity-loo. I mean, I'm just like, girl, there has got to be an answer. There has got to be an answer. Is it medication? Is it an additional therapist?
Not an additional
girl,
one.
somebody got to do something.
Use code
Somebody
GJ,
got to do something.
Better help.
Because I'm gonna need better. I'm gonna need the betterers to help. The betterer, because something is happening. And if it's perimenopause, I just need an answer. If someone can say it's perimenopause, at least it would be an answer. Because if they say, no, you're not. And I would be like, so then what's wrong?
This was the problem then.
Because what's wrong?
Something is off.
So it's got to be something wrong. It's got to be something wrong. Literally yesterday, I said, I can't keep doing this. I'm sick of myself. I can't keep having this like hormonal, emotional, out of the blue, and now we're sad. The world, and listen, I don't know how it works for y'all, right? But you ever be sitting and then all of a sudden you're like, the world hates me. Yep, I'm pretty convinced of it.
The world?
Today. Oh, yeah. You listen, if you're going to spiral, you got to spiral big. There's no point in spiraling small.
Well,
it can't just be the people in your house.
I was ready to relate to you, but then you said the world, so then I was like, hold on.
Oh, well, girl, that's a baby spiral. That happens every other day. I'm talking about the big ones when you're in the shower. That's when you're just like, so the world hates me. Oh. Yeah, that's what's wrong. Yeah. I think that's exactly where I am today. The world hates me. I can't do anything right. And I'm not quite sure. And it just continues. And then don't get out the shower and stub your toe.
How did we get here?
Because when the world hates you and nothing is going right.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
When you get out the shower.
Which doubles down.
Absolutely.
On the feeling, because now you want to see, and then this is what happens. You want to cry because stubbing your toe hurts.
Yeah.
But you're actually crying
because of everything else.
Because of all of these feelings, and now you just have an outlet.
Yeah.
Because your pinky toe hurt.
Yeah.
So now I'm crying.
Amen.
And it's an overreaction to my pinky toe because it's actually about everything else.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired. And I need to be studied.
Hilarious. They wanted you to talk about Later Daters.
Oh, okay. So we watched Later Daters. This is a show on Netflix.
Why did you do this voice change?
Because I have to. I have to calm myself down. Because this is the other thing. Last thing I'm gonna say about spiraling. You know when you're spiraling, and then you realize you have to get it together.
Yes.
That's what happens.
That's what your customer
So you're
service
just,
voice
you're crying, you're having these moments, and then you
pull it together. Big girl panties on, lipstick. Let's go.
So today we're here to talk about, and you're on your Zoom now, so you just have to be, and so that's what happened. And this is my life. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm sick of it. Anyway, Later Daters is a show on Netflix, and it is essentially a show about seniors finding love again.
Seniors meaning
elders.
60 plus?
Yeah, I would say about 60 plus.
Okay.
50s. I think a couple people were maybe mid to late 50s.
Okay.
So, and they're finding love again. Mm-hmm. Okay. So think of like the Golden Bachelor, the Golden Bachelorette, but it's men and women. And they have this like kind of marriage coach. And Nate is like 58, I want to say, because I think the woman they paired him with is a little bit older. She's in her 60s, but I want to say Nate is like 58 or something like that. Anyway, Nate, who a lot of you guys have recognized, was on Love on Stage.
Mm-hmm. Season 1? Season 2? Season 1.
He was on season 2.
2. Okay.
He was on season 2.
I think okay.
So he is on this show. And I haven't finished all of the episodes available. I think I may be 1 or 2 episodes shy. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 episodes, but I think I'm on episode like 3 or 4. Anyway, it's so interesting to watched this show and not having had the inner conversations of this show, I will say, have you watched it, Leah?
No, but now I
The woman that he paired her. Oh, there's 8 episodes. Oh, girl, bye. I'm about halfway. I don't know. I thought they did it in drops. I didn't know. Not Netflix doing the old school way and allowing you to binge. I just knew they had a schedule. Anyway, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that Nate didn't like the woman they paired him with.
Oh.
Immediately, because I've had conversations with Nate off camera about what he likes and what he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And so it was abundantly clear to me he don't like this girl. And he did just what he did on Love on Stage.
Which is?
Prayed with that girl.
Oh, Lord.
Asked for her number.
Oh.
Was a gentleman.
Oh, man.
And got back and said, I don't like her.
Oh, no.
I don't think she's a little bit older than me. And da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, oh, I have no faith, to be honest, in dating shows. I watch them at this point for the entertainment value. There's one, usually a season. You know, there's the Lauren and Cameron's. There's the, what's the black couple? Brittany.
The Portland one?
Yeah. What's their name? Brett and Tiffany. Brett and Tiffany. Like, there's the, you know, every now and again you'll get like one couple.
Oh, the couple also from Atlanta, right? They have 2 kids. She just had the second baby. I like them. Sorry, keep going because I won't know their name and that's not going to be very helpful.
Who just had 2 babies?
She just had the second baby. I forgot what show they're from, though.
Oh, you're talking about Married at First Sight.
Oh, probably. I like them.
Yeah, Brianna and Vince.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah. Woody and Imani are still together. Yeah, there's like, but that's also a different show. That is Married at First Sight.
Got it.
But regardless, these reality shows, it's usually like one couple, essentially a season.
Yeah.
It's on rare occasion that you get more than that make it past. Bria and again.
Oh yeah, Bria and Robert.
They're the example.
Yeah,
Bria and Robert are, and them are still together too. Brie James.
Oh.
She posted on her Instagram.
Oh,
I
that's
actually
so
sent
cute.
it to Stephanie. I mean, I shouldn't say they're still together today, but I'm going to tell you how long ago it was that they were still together. She posted it on her Instagram because I screenshot it. This was September 27th. She posted it on her Instagram.
Let me see. I liked them.
And they were long distance too, weren't
They were.
He seems so nice.
No, he was such a sweet guy. So anyway, all of that to say, I kind of lose faith in these because I don't feel like, again, if you're not doing, and we did our due diligence, but finding out Netflix doesn't feel like they have the responsibility to really vet these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all malarkey and entertainment.
Hello.
That's how I feel.
Come on, malarkey.
Yeah, it's all malarkey. So anyway.
Okay, this is the last thing because we're like way over. Wait, were you done?
That's because Joe is not. I'm watching it. I think it's cute so far.
I want to watch it.
I think the little girl that is, she's like their dating coach.
Okay.
Love her.
Why you call her little girl?
Because everybody little girl. Child.
Okay.
I don't care your age.
Right.
I'm 41. Everybody little girl. Is at this point, I don't even mean it disrespectfully. I just mean it as like, child. That's little girl. She is. I really like the advice she's giving.
Oh.
Yeah, low key, I was like, I need to use that in conversation. She said, the little white girl again, and she ain't little, she older than me, talk entirely too much on these dates.
Oh.
And she told her, when you feel like you're talking too much, take a sip of water. Let someone else fill the space.
Hey man,
I said, oh,
don't talk anymore. Okay, very last thing. Shout out to y'all if you've watched this far of the episode. I want to say that I don't care about the politics of this. I just want to say that if Joe Biden did not pardon the son he has still living in this world before he left the office of president, and he had the ability to but just didn't, if I was his wife, both of them would have been smacked. I would have smacked Hunter because your dumb ass shouldn't have been in the situation. And then I would have smacked Joe because your dumbass should have pardoned him. So I don't care about everything else. I'm just saying that if those two were connected to me, both of y'all would have got cursed out if he had not pardoned him. Because that's your damn son.
I am so
Pardon
happy.
his ass.
Oh, wait. One last thing I'm going to say after this. I am so happy that he pardoned his son. I said, and you better.
The hell you have a son for if you can't pardon him from freaking criminal
Why
sentencing?
are you the president?
What's the point, bro?
You cannot ascend to the highest level in the land.
What? For you to get up there and not pardon
Especially when Trump is about to come behind him. This Negro
Trump pardoned 5 people before he left office last time. Manafort.
He sure did.
Like, let's not forget.
Yes,
the man was Hey. Don't you worry about it. I got you.
Trump is an abuse of power. Use your power to pardon your son. They said yesterday on Earn Your Leisure, I believe it was, that the Doge, or whatever they call it, what is it called? It's Doge. The Bitcoin is Doge. Okay. They're going to audit the IRS, a government agency that does not exist and cannot exist because you can't create a government agency without Congress. He just made this up and said, Elon, you're over it. They are going to audit the IRS. And you mean to tell me Joe Biden can't pardon his son? Absolutely not. Pardon your son.
Roger Stone, Michael Flynn,
there it is.
Steve Bannon, and Paul Manafort. That man pardoned all of them before he left president. Listen.
And all the January 6th folks are about to be next.
He's going to do that.
And he's going to
do that.
Listen.
But couldn't you see him like pardoning Hunter too as like a...
Look at me.
Yes. Don't say I ever did anything.
Yeah.
He absolutely would have.
Listen, be clear about this. Be clear about this. If there is ever a world in which my black ass is president and any of my black ass family members are in trouble criminally, I will pardon all of them MFers. Okay? Listen. Mother Boosby. Okay? President Mother Boosby didn't pardon all the mother Boosbys.
Everybody.
That's what's going to happen. Just so we're clear.
As it should.
The point of having kids if you can't pardon them.
And Joe Biden is in senioritis mode anyway.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Bruh, what are we talking about?
This going to be the last thing I do before I turn my out of office on.
You think
This will be the last thing I do before I turn my out of office on.
Pardon them and then knock all this shit over. Everything on the table. Knock it over.
Cancel that meeting, that. Why would I even attempt to have a meeting when this Negro finna get in office and ruin and undo everything I'm finna do? I'm not finna do nothing else but eat this turkey and lay down.
Let me tell you, this is completely unrelated and we should say bye. One time I was breaking up with somebody. Y'all know I ain't got no exes and I never dated anybody other than Greg. But if I did, there was this guy that I was dating. And as I was breaking up with him, before I broke up with him, I knew his MySpace password. So I went in there and deleted all his friends. Because that's how you leave a relationship. Oh my God. You delete everything, all their friends. And tell them to have a good life. That's Joe. Joe, do it. Delete all the U.S.'s friends. All right, let's go.
Somebody said he needed to delete all of our student loans.
That's what listen.
Yeah, but can he do the private ones too? Because mine are not government.
Listen.
That's can we loophole this?
Take your ass on over to
Navient. I graduated 20 years ago. And we were told to consolidate because the interest rate is lower. And so we went from government to the private loan. Can y'all do the private? Forgive that.
Help the people.
Help the us. Okay? Help the us.
Yes. All right.
Thank you guys so much. We will be back. I was going to say something else. I forgot. Something about something I was watching that had to do with something that was reckless. Because it went along with the Joe Biden part. I don't remember what it was.
Jesus.
All right, y'all. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
We will. Bye.